guys, it's Kimmi. I know you're here for the video and I'm gonna let you get right to it. But first, I have to tell you about the Notary Business Success Mentor Program if you have not heard. And it includes everything you need to get started in your business to teach you how to properly notarize using our course, Notarize Like a Pro. Apostilles, field inspection, ink fingerprinting, you name it, we got you covered. So check it out, including weekly live trainings and a 7-day-a-week chat. Oh yeah, you heard it right, 7 days. So check it out, notaryeducators.com. Bye. Enjoy the video. I'm your host, Kimmi Nunnally, #1 notary educator. How's it going, people? How are you? How are you? We'll let YouTube do what it does. And we are here live in person. Yeah, today we're going to talk a little bit about pricing your services and screening your clients. We got to talk about that. Got to talk about it because I just had something happen at the job I just left. Okay. For those of you who may be new, I'm Kimmi. I have been training notaries now for almost 5 years. People just started asking me, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? I'm in Georgia. So people are like, you can't make money in Georgia. I'm like, yes, you can. Let me show you how. Hey, Lisa, what's up, girlie? Hey, Lisa. Yeah, I was looking for you to be my second witness today, but actually, I had to get Jeffrey. My sister was one of them. I needed one more. It was crazy, but he came because it was a little far for him to drive. So, hey, Queen Rashid, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. How are you? So yeah, we have session tonight. Oh, really quick, who am I? So I teach notaries nationwide though how to turn their stamp, the notary stamp, into money. How to make money. And I know you can't make money if you don't know what you're doing. It's just facts. You got to know what you're doing. So I'm the person that's gonna get in there with you, teach you the basics. A lot of people want to avoid that. Yeah, some stuff is state specific, but the majority of being a notary is just you need to know how to be a notary. Okay, so I got you whatever state you're located. I have a mentorship program, 2 basic levels of entry. One is $27 a month. One is $47 per month. We meet together every week. It's amazing. Things are happening. So all things notary, check it out at notaryeducators.com. All right, let's talk about it. So we'll get started and then people will always join. So you always got a story. So I just did a job and the person told me they had 1 will, 1 power of attorney. 1 will, 1 power of attorney. I'm kind of thirsty. I think I want to get some water. Yeah, 1 will, 1. Let me get some water. 1 will, 1 power of attorney. So when we get there, how many wills do you think they had? How many wills do you think they had? If you said 2, you would be correct. So they told me they had 1. I get there, there's 2. So I had already told my sister, because she was one of the witnesses, I just told you that I felt I had, not underpriced, but I could have charged a few more dollars. I'll be honest. But we were already out having lunch. Excuse me. So thirsty. That's why I'm thirsty. We were out having lunch. So I wasn't too far from the signing. So when I'm already out, that's how I kind of reason on things. I'm already out. Let me go get this money, right? So anyway, like I said, if I had left my home to go there, it probably would have been another 50. Yeah, probably another 50 because I provided 2 witnesses. Initially, it was a power of attorney and a will. Okay. Not at a hospital, it was at a home. So anyway, when we get there, she asked 2. I was pretty clear with my questions. And she was like, no, I just need 1 for my husband, a power of attorney, and 1 medical director for him. Okay. Then we get there, of course, there's 2 and 1. So I hesitated for 2 seconds. My sister kind of looked at me like, okay, what is Kimmi about to do? So I just told her extra 25. Again, I don't try to make all my money off of 1 client. I don't. They know it's probably worth more than that because she told me she had tried her bank. Bank was no-go. She had another plan in play. I don't know what it was because she didn't say what it was, but it didn't work out. Then she called some attorneys and she said, well, they're all in Atlanta. So when she said that, that led me to believe she probably called an attorney, tried to make an appointment, and then guess what? The price was prohibitive. It was a lot. So she said, let me see, can I find a notary? And that's what she did. So I went and did it. And again, I don't have no beef about it or whatever. I did charge her extra $25 for that second document. Now, when it comes to screening your clients and pricing, that's how you're going to get your pricing together. You have to ask the screening questions. You cannot just randomly pick a number out. You have to ask your screening questions. Some of those questions look like, how many documents? What kind of documents? Do they need witnesses? How far do you have to go? You have to ask yourself that. Am I going to a hospital? Am I going to a nursing home? Where am I traveling to? So without all the information, how can you price it? Can you imagine going to the doctor and he just start performing surgery on you? Can you imagine? You go to the doctor, he just start performing surgery. He don't ask no questions. Well, how long have you been sick? What are your symptoms? What's your family history? Right? They want to know a lot about you before they just start cutting on you, before they even see you. New patient intake is a beast. Okay? So same thing in your notary business. That's why I always joke. I mean, we got to be doctors, attorneys. We got to be therapists. We had somebody in our session last week, and the person was saying that they called to make the appointment, and one party didn't know that the other party was selling, right? So now you got to be a therapist, because they're like, oh, wait a minute, you selling the house? You didn't tell me. So the person had to try to smooth it over, right? Because they didn't know, calling to make the appointment. They put the wrong phone number on there. It happens. So sometimes when you're in a notary, you are the therapist. You are the doctor, because you're putting pieces together, okay? Putting people together sometimes. Emotional support. People going through divorces. You see them on the best days and the worst days, and everything in between. So anyway, you have to ask your screening questions. You have to. And again, you cannot just be pulling numbers out of your head and just say, I think it'll be $85. Well, why is it $85? Why? You got to give people reasons. So you're going to always write some receipts too, right? People want receipts on everything. We want receipts on the content we receive. So you need to give people a receipt. So I itemized the receipt, and all was well. So you got to ask your screening questions. So what is going on with you all? Welcome, and hit the like button for me. I got to ask you that. Hit the like button. What's going on in these notary streets? What's up? Tonight we are having a session. If you are not doing field inspections, you want to be in the house. We are talking about field inspections. Our people are killing the game in field inspections. I have a whole course on it. I do field inspections. I have a course on it. It's included in mentorship, where you can buy it independently of the mentorship. And it is coupon code WIN, WIN 2025 is the coupon code. So you can check that out. And if you don't know what field inspections are, you don't even have to be a notary to do field inspections. You don't. You do not. Some people got a whole side hustle doing field inspections, okay? Y'all know I don't like the word side hustle. I prefer business, okay? But some people got a whole side hustle just doing field inspections. Because imagine if you do at $50. Now, they typically run between $35 to $50. So let's say we're going to go on the high end, because I'm going to teach you how to negotiate and get $50. So $50, though, times 30. Could you do something with $1,500 extra dollars per month? Yes or no? Could you do something with $1,500 extra dollars? Okay. If I'm half wrong, and you make $750 doing field inspections, that's just field inspections. Now, we ain't talking about nothing else, just field inspections. If I'm half wrong, you make $750 extra this month. What could you do with that? What? So let's talk about what Kimmi would do with $750 extra dollars. Okay. I could pay my phone bill, which is only $60. I could pay my internet bill was $100. So we had $160. I could pay light and gas, almost $3. So that's 3, 4. Let's say 5. That's $500. Light, gas, cell phone, and internet. I still got $200 left. That other $2, I could pay my car insurance. You see how much I paid with an extra $700 a month? What could you do with an extra $700 per month? Do you have a student loan debt you're trying to pay off? Are you doing Uber Eats? Are you doing DoorDash and all these other things to make money? Nothing wrong with them. Nothing wrong with them. But could you be working smarter, not harder, in the sense you got to go to the grocery store? I just used Instacart for the first time. Feel free to drop your questions. Feel free to drop your questions. I just did Instacart for the first time. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool.